Godspeed, you magnificent bastard.
Hail Mary.
You silly doggy.
Poor fella. Looks like he drowned.
Oh, no, no, no.
This one drowned too.
Please bring him back.
And this one also drowned. All three drowned. Sends shivers down my spine. That's bloody deep.
You were good, son, real good. Maybe even the best.
I'm wondering if you would get into Baldo Gate 3.
bloody deep.
Katarso, what's up, Pooch?
What's life like among the nomads?
I have been traveling since I was little, and it is all I know. But this is a really nice place, and we have only been here since the spring.
And what about the people here? Are you all one family?
Of course not. But it is as if we were. People need support. Struggling through the world by yourself is neither safe nor enjoyable. But each to their own. The locals are always uptight and do not know how to enjoy life. Then when people come who know how to enjoy life and not just survive, they do not like them.
What do you nomads actually do for a living?
Different people do different things. Now, we Roma
Let's
are
say that
mainly
again. I
craftsmen,
couldn't hear you over the
traveling
sound of me
blacksmiths,
shitting myself.
I'm muted.
blacksmiths, and we do not
Sleepy,
need
I was
much to
talking away
survive.
and you didn't tell me I was
Also, we know all
muted.
things about traveling, such as breeding horses, shoeing them, and repairing cartwheels. And what is more, our old Aranka can tell the future and treat the sick, so we get by just fine.
Yeah, so seeing as I was muted, so that's probably why Madam Ermia decided to not stick around. So welcome and thanks for the follow. Sleepy, thank you for the resub. Very much appreciated. I was saying, I did think about playing Baldur's Gate 3. I had some mates that were wanting to play it, and I was going to control the save and just stream it. But it's such a long game that I might circle back to it later once there's other things I want to play. And hey, Tomax, thanks for letting me know that I was muted. You just finished playing the intro, so you did the part. Well, how far did you get actually? I assume you were doing the whole creeping through the weeds on the maidens thing. I enjoyed that. I thought it was hilarious.
Teach me some of your language.
What do you want to know?
Let me think. I'm a bold knight, and Sir Hans is courtier.
Let's see if you remember this. Mesom tulo chororo dilina.
Mesum tulo chororo dilina.
Laches, laches. It is like you have been speaking our language all your life. Now you can say it to girls when you meet them.
Is he teaching me how to be really offensive?
Teach me something else.
Let us try something polite. Like when you want to compliment someone.
Would that be hard?
Who said that our language is easy? Say after me. Kai tumaro baro balo.
Kai tomorrow, borrow, borrow.
Clever lad. Remember that and maybe say it to our voivod. He will be overjoyed to hear it from you.
This guy set me up to get punched in the head.
Are you in charge of the horses around here?
Aye, you got that right, Mura. Me and my stallion Dan have all the horses in the region under our thumb and hoof.
All the horses in the region? What does that entail?
You will see for yourself when you bring me one. I will take any horse, as long as it is alive. Where you get it from is none of my business. I will buy it for all the groschen I can scrounge together.
It does sound like a crime.
For horse theft. They'd have your head for it in most places.
When the catch post last showed up because of Marika, they ended up leaving with their tails between their legs. This ladder of passage protects us. And when that is not enough, I can just point out the person who brought me the horse. It is always Gajo that bring them, after all. Who is the thief then? Huh?
All right. So I can sell horses here. What else?
And if you just happen to like the horse so much that you would like to keep it, perhaps because you still go everywhere on foot, I would be happy to teach it to listen to you like a proper Romani man listens to his voivod. For a bit of coin, that is. Of course, you will have to pay me, not the horse. It will certainly be cheaper than buying one from those bastards at the stables.
All right.
And I love my
Where should I
host.
take the horse?
Put him by the pennants over there.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. So you got up to the town. So you've done the bit. Oh yeah. So you were at the tavern. That's where I got up to after my first stream. That's about 3 hours in, I reckon. So you did all the stuff with the what was the name? Bojan or something, the old lady. You did all the like alchemy tutorial and stuff. So that was where I was up to second stream. So
I'll have a look at the wares.
what? I wonder what. I just got a whole bunch of jewelry, I assume. Is that the price I'd get for it? I wonder if I should hold on to this stuff. I need to know how to wash clothes. Horseshoes, saddles, apple, carrot. Life in the saddle too. Oh, 200 bucks. Okay. That's enough for that guy. What time of day is it? It's nearly 6 p.m. What I might do then is... Oh, there's a new quest here. Holy shit, this camp is huge. I didn't realize how big this was when I passed through here before. Let's go see what this new quest is.
Tetumenga, you look just like that Gajo that Aranka was talking about. Go and see the voivod.
Fuck? Nomad? I bet you. Do I get fancy? Yeah, that's not.
And they tried to tell us
Need a sharpening wheel. You guys got one? There's a trader. Will he give me better prices? Nope.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing. God grant your health.
Can I equip this stuff? Oh, I can. I can wear it. The spectacles have to go on, and the tin cross. Oh, I can only wear one item? We definitely got to rock the spectacles, no? Fuck yes. Can I sell shitty meat? Trade, sell food. Sell all my hair meat that's going off. I'll sell that mutton. Smoked mutton's good. Sell like a bunch of those. I was worried I'd be chasing food all the time, but it looks like I'm pretty good for food at the moment. I don't want to sell any of this stuff yet. What's he got for sale that's any good? Might get a second torch, because maybe they've got a limited lifespan. Got a bunch of lights. Lockpicks. So. Let's get some soap. Taggle.
Let's talk about the price.
All right.
Look at those
I'm
fucking
listening.
glasses, they're stupid. I think there is, again, I watched a video, a 10-minute video yesterday on YouTube that was like, you know, because I'm a noob at these games, so I'm like, okay, what are the need to know things the game doesn't tell you and stuff. And there was a place where you can go and wash clothes for free, and then I need to get my horse back. I think my goal this stream is going to be like, let's get our horse back. I'll give you 1750, mate.
Satisfied?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Masa umatan tov. I can agree to that. Masa umatan tov. Shining down.
Masa Umatan Tov.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about.
Who's a
The
ranker?
Voivod will want to talk to you.
Who's the Voivod? Why are you all talking about me? New codex entry, don't care. I don't want to steal food. Oh, he's the Voivod. Here we go.
It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
Those
How
fucking
can I slow down,
spectacles are
Gajo, when my
stupid.
Shea Marika is gone? My
Yeah, I
only
bought the
daughter, gone.
120 Australian dollar version. The
All
like,
that is left of her. If Aranka's
I didn't
prophecy
get
is
the
true,
pre-order bonus, but I got the
must
one that comes with the next 3 DLCs. The season pass or whatever.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri Romney had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She said a stranger coming, not like us, different. And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
She described a guy that would show up in the early game that was kitted out with really good gear that he got from Twitch
How
drops.
can I help
You
you?
must be the
How do you
chosen
think?
one.
You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivod of this camp. One moment she is here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivod? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you when I get to it.
I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika.
Marika's tits.
Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bojana, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johanni's name, but I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything, and if she know, she will not tell us.
She'll tell me.
Such disrespect.
Me and Bojana are
Be
like
bucket.
tight. We're mates. Mind you, the daughter, spoiler alert, the daughter's missing and I've got to go find her as well.
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No,
But
I said no.
I just mean...
I am voivod, and that means I'm wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. The Ceratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at
Yeah,
least
let
give it a
me
try.
look, mate.
Misto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. See you soon, my friend.
All right. Danger. So I think 2 parts to it. So you've got to have linked your account, which I'm sure you have, and then very early on. So you start off in Troskowicz, and I was having a bad time here. Well, you saw, like, I kept getting arrested and couldn't find a bed or anything. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. When I moved up here to the blacksmith, so I think you get the main story quest. You get a choice. You can go work for a guy at a mill, or you can go work for the blacksmith, or both, I think. So when I went up here and worked for the blacksmith, after I learned how to blacksmith, he gave me a bed, and then there was a chest that he gave me as well that I could use for storing stuff in. And I'm pretty sure the Twitch drop items were all in that chest. That's how I got them. Ask the herbalist. Search the tent. Well, we're here, so let's search the tent. And then I'll go talk to Bojana about what's going on. And then I might go sharpen that broadsword. Yeah, I think that's when you actually get those items. They're just in the chest when you get the chest.
Oh, it is you, Churches.
What are you talking
Churches,
about?
Badger.
You are that
These
child
guys have
from my
got
dream.
1,000 names for me. I'm
Jalas
pretty
Mangus.
starting to think they're all
You
racist
came to
names
me.
for me.
The Ternogajo, friend of the Roma with
Fucking
clear
gypsies.
eyes. The one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again. Or divide us forever.
The Voivod already told me about the prophecy.
Then you know what needs to be done, Frau.
Do you have any idea where Marika might be?
Dear boy, the crystal ball is clouded.
Somewhere in Elden Ring.
The smoke from the herbs goes with the breeze. And the flight of the birds? No, that cannot be relied on.
Can you really divine things from bird flight?
As sure as my name is Aranka. But wait, there is one thing.
There had better be a guy
Last
selling
night
crab
I
legs
dreamt
somewhere
of a
that
city
says
of
Marika's
rocks.
tits when I approach
City
him.
of rocks. What does that
That
mean?
would just
I
make
can
this
only
game a
say
10
what
out
I
of 10.
saw. Nothing more.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
Ugh,
I'd like
Show
to
me-
learn a greeting in your
show
language.
me your greeting.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want
Sartukejal.
something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by men to men,
Kaijazmore.
mind you. We women say Sotavezmrichai.
Oh
Ah.
god, this is very...
And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
Ay, gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
You improve scholarship, reputation, gain. Why
do
are you
you
always
travel
on the road?
world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen androji vipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realise I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivod?
See, mate, I don't know if I'll be on tonight.
This
This might be my stream for the day.
last thing
but
I needed
if I
was
don't
a man
catch you,
like him.
I'll see you
But I did
next
not
one.
have any better
Maybe
ones at
tomorrow
the
night?
shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best Baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the
With you
end
playing
of
now,
me
you're
one
not going to
day.
want spoilers anyway. Do you
Maybe
know
I'm wrong.
magic?
But I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
How do you
How
know when
do
it's
you know
black
it's
magic?
Black magic.
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen androji vipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
You build it, they will come.
Well, I'm a
What's
look at
she
your
got for
wares.
sale? Oh, she's got shitloads of potions. How do I... Ah, here we go. You'll see better in the dark and energy will decrease 25% slower. Oh my god, there's so many. Increases stamina by 30%, stamina regen by 15 for 40 minutes. That's pretty good. Increases energy by 20. Increases speech. Oh my gosh. Okay, poisons. Makes running impossible and reduces health by 110 in 45 seconds. Holy, okay. She's good for recipes then. Recipe for a quick finger potion. Increases thievery and craftsmanship, fair enough. That makes sense. Suppress injury effects. Okay, cool. Well, actually, what have I got? I'll sell her my poppies. Oh, she can have the wolf fangs too.
Thank you, and take care.
Where's this? Is this not the... No, can't zoom in any further. That has to be the tent, right? see. Search Marika's tent.
Katarsal, what's up, Jungoshina?
Is this sleep?
Te aveți bahtalo, Romea.
What the fuck? Oh, this is it. I'm not gonna lockpick.
Da miștes, da miștes.
Search. Nice scarf. Must have belonged to Marika. Search.
Wouldn't it make sense that I can... Come here.
Look what I have for you.
Whoops.
Good day.
Da miștes, da miștes.
Search.
How do I not have her scarf? That makes... What? Marika's scarf. Do I have to drop it, maybe? No, I can't. Can't drop a quest item. So how do I not... Oh my god.
Track.
That would make sense that I could do that, right?
Free.
Careful.
Fuck.
How can I help you today, friend?
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
The whole thing's a bit odd, let me tell you. Nobody knows for sure how she went missing or where she went. And the voivode doesn't want to talk about it.
What do you have for sale?
It's got a dagger.
Take care then, and thanks. For nothing.
Fuck off, mate. Thanks for nothing, my ass.
God be with
Oh, I needed to
What would you
talk to
like?
this clan. Are you good
My
with
name
a
is
sword?
Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
Let's
You can
fight.
start right away.
All right? Follow me to the arena.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
I'll get it. Let's do
Ah. Don't pause. Nice. Now do it again. Why didn't you follow through?
Is that it?
You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. I said 3 attacks in a row. Come on, keep going. Why didn't you finish? Well done.
Got it. Okay.
Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally, just like before. No more.
So how do I... Oh, is it inverted? Ah.
Come on, keep going.
Up, right, left.
Don't pause.
Up, right, left.
Nice. Now do it again. Where are
Up,
you attacking?
right,
Try
left.
again.
Ah,
Wrong.
you piece of shit.
Again. And this time
Up,
from the right direction. You mixed up the directions. Again. Well done.
Got it. Advanced combat blocking. Holy shit. Okay. Attacking the correct zones and blocking are considered more advanced combat techniques. Blocking. Holding down the block button will allow you to block attacks from all opponents in front of you. However, a successful block costs stamina, so you'll be unable to defend yourself without it. Holding right click to block. Yes, perfect block. Blocking at the right time will interrupt your opponent's attack. I know this, I know that. When you attack in the direction your opponent's weapon is, the chance of him performing a perfect block significantly increases. The stronger your opponent, the higher the chance of him blocking your attack. If an opponent deflects your attack and continues with a riposte, you can deflect it with your own perfect block. Yeah, okay. Advanced combos. The most effective way to fight is to chain attacks into longer sequences and combos. For attacks to chain properly, they must be performed in quick succession, making sure to attack again as soon as your strike lands. Properly chain into basic combo. Basic combo consists of an attack from above, from the right, and from the left. Okay, after an attack from above, your weapon will automatically end up in the left position. Oh, okay. To move your weapon to the right, the next attack must come from the right. So move your weapon there. The brighter color of the rosette hints at the direction. Yep. To attack from the right. After an attack, your weapon will automatically end up in the left position. To attack from the left, the final attack should come from the left and your weapon is already there, so you just have to attack. Okay. Advanced combat tips 3 of 3. Stamina. Attacks that don't pierce your opponent's armor will reduce their stamina. Once they're out of stamina, they'll start taking damage to their health. Perfect block doesn't cost any stamina. Sometimes it comes in handy to only defend using perfect blocks without performing ripostes, and thus regenerate your stamina. Armor. Where on your opponent your strikes land is important. For example, a blow to the head is much more effective than a blow to the arm. Different types of armor have different resistances to different sorts of weapons. For example, a sword won't do much damage to plate armor, but a mace will. Using special techniques such as master strikes and combos will allow you to find weak points in even the strongest sets of armor. Stat requirements. Every weapon requires a certain amount of strength and agility to use properly. If your stats aren't high enough, attacking with the weapon won't be very effective. On the other hand, if your strength is higher than the weapon requires, your attacks will be stronger. Your agility level affects how much stamina your attacks cost. Okay.
That's that then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhau, also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How could I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
Do I do it?
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us.
This guy's going to kick my fucking ass.
Ah. Fuck you! Go fuck yourself! You! Watch and learn! No chance! Now that's what I call an opener! Now you're in trouble!
Fucking 2 to the face, mate.
So, do you think I have what it takes?
Look at that.
All right.
Getting good.
You deserve to be
I don't
taught
know
the
if I'm
Master
getting good,
Strike.
but I'm
Here's a
getting
training
better.
sword so he won't get hurt.
Let's get to it.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called master strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. Ah! Now you're in trouble! Now you try. Master Strikes are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them. You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block, but this time, you attack instead of blocking. Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle. I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. That's not it. You have to attack me too. All right, let's try it once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left, put yours to the right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when you're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normally, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
Getting the hang of it. Again. Beautiful. Try it again. That's not it.
Oops.
You have to attack me too. Oh, you need to attack too.
Fuck, mate. Chill.
Snap out of it. That's not it. You have to attack me too. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking. No, you need to attack too. Snap out of it. No, you need to attack too. Snap out of it. Excellent. That's enough. Here's a few more tips. If your opponent knows how to perform a master strike, don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side. Now for the most important part. You can use a master strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a master strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
I think so.
That's too much information at once.
All right. I'll try to summarize the most important
Oh,
parts.
yes.
Try getting your opponent into a position in which you can use the master strike. Do your best to avoid being put in such a position yourself. Watch the position of your sword and use it to decide which technique to use. Better?
Well, we'll see.
Sure. We'll see.
Now,
Yeah, we will see.
it's up to you to learn how to use the master strike in combat.
I'll do my best. Thanks, Tomcat.
Okay.
Will you teach me another swordsmanship trick?
Don't be foolish. This isn't the time for that. Come back when it's light out.
Okay. It's like 9 p.m. What the fuck? It's like perfect daylight out here. What is this? I don't know. Fuck, it would literally be quicker. See, sparsely dressed man on the road ahead. At first sight, he looks tired, but he has a determined expression on his face. Yeah, let's fuck this guy up.
Good man, hold on.
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
No.
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So,
you're a beggar.
you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
Look, you can tell me what's going on here.
I can't. You're prying way too much as it is.
I'm not going to do you
Tell
any harm.
me.
What would I get out of that? If you're some sort of thief, so be it. Do I look like a catchpole hunting down criminals? That's the last thing I need. If you tell me what's going on, maybe I can be of help.
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you escape?
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber and talk to me from time to time.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No, you don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer waiting for the news. I had a room where I was guarded.
All right. Carry on.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped being so attentive and I managed to pinch his key. Then I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
How long were you held?
A year? Perhaps a year and a half? Yes, that seems about
Year
right.
and a half.
What are you going to do now?
My priority is to get back home to my family and discuss it with them. And I need to move fast before anything goes wrong.
I ain't giving you 150 bucks, bro.
Farewell.
That's crazy. See
I
ya.
hope you make it home safely.
Thanks.
Anyway. Alright. Sleeping time. What is that debuff? Reading spots and damaged arms. Okay. So that's damaged arms. Sleep till 5 a.m. Might have something to eat while we're here. Ooh, dog meat is going off. We might eat smoke. It's 35 bad. Holy shit, that pushed my nourishment to 138. Okay. Alright.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
May the Lord open.
Let's get this motherfucker sharpened. I assume the blue sparks mean is that the equivalent of it smoking? Oh no, there's smoke there, I see. So the bright coloured sparks are probably doing the best. Fuck. I need to work the tip. Just the tip. I just need a pointy end. Come on, mate. No smoke. Sharpen this bitch up. Just the tip. Stick him with the pointy end. I wish it had some sort of a progress bar that would tell me how this is doing. There we go. You used a perk, razor sharp. I think Henry will be like, yep, that's pretty sharp. Why am I only sharpening one side?
And I love my host.
I'm sure he will say when it's done. It was only at 11%, so... I can always come back. Escape. What's it at now? Oh, it was at 98. Let's get it to 100. Because I've got a...
This is already sharp.
Yeah, I want it at 100, Henry. We don't do things by 98% here. And it's at razor sharp, so I get a buff on it because of the perk that I took. In fact, I need to look at my perks. Probably got some I can use. $99. I'll take it. I can. It looks like I can. The hunting sword I've got to bring up as well. Oops, it's a bit bloody. This is one I forged myself. This very blacksmith. Not that I think I'll use it anymore. I'm going to switch over to that broadsword.
I even had to sell the ring for my mother-in-law that I'm telling. If he runs up any more debts, I don't know what I'll do. This was the third time.
It looks like a large butter knife. Maybe I should keep it because it's the first sword that I ever made. I'll keep it and use it to I'll use it to butter my bread.
Got a brooch at home I lost a month ago.
All right.
How did it end up?
So you went straight to 100. Obviously, that's easier to use. Now, I don't know how to see weapons on stats on individual. Oh, here we go. I need to go left. So minimum strength 10, max agility 14. So I'm under. Oh. If I go back to inventory and then across. So my strength and agility are 8 and 9. So I can't really use that yet, but it does double damage. Need 10 strength and 14 dex. Yeah. I'm at 8 and 9. Kind of want to use it though. I wonder what the buff is. I don't think I can level up. I think if I go into player, I've got 14 perk points. So what level? Like if I look at stats, so it tells you where there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available there. Nothing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's okay. So I basically pick one. So main level, driven by vengeance. There are only a few people who double-crossed you twice and live to talk about it. After killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery for 30 seconds. That could be good. Changes your reputation, good or bad. Spread more widely across the land and among different groups of people. If your charisma is higher than 20, your armor will be considered 15 higher. Where's my charisma? 12. That's not worth taking yet. Maybe I'll take the buff in combat for now, or memorable. Maybe reputation might come in handy. Fuck it. Reputation it is.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself. Hardworking lad. You carry a sack or even a dead unconscious body. The weight only counts as half. I haven't been doing a lot of that. Carrying capacity is increased by 12 pounds. That sounds like a good one to have. Strength will make it easier to win fights in a clinch, but because it'll be hard if your opponents react to your actions. Let's go carry weight. Agility, featherweight, full damage. I haven't done any full damage yet. If you use a one-handed weapon without a shield, attacks will cost 20% less stamina, but I'm using a shield at the moment. Nimble stance. Dodges cost 40% less stamina. Maybe I will take the dominant hand. Even with a torch in your offhand. Taking it. Done. I don't know if the big sword is actually a two-handed weapon, the broadsword. Can I use a broadsword one-handed? It probably is something that needs to be... probably is a two-handed weapon, right? Yeah, I don't know. Nourishment will decrease 30% slower. In other words, you will last longer. That sounds good. Thick-blooded. You will bleed noticeably slower. Still, if you don't bandage up, you'll die eventually. You'll just have more time. That could be good as well. Balanced diet. If you don't overeat, get drunk, or starve for 3 consecutive days, your stamina will recover 20% faster. Yeah, I've been overeating heaps. Your energy will slowly replenish while doing alchemy, sharpening, blacksmithing, or playing dice. I'm going to take 2 here. Thick-blooded. Bleeding slower is definitely what I want. Nourishment will decrease 30% slower. That sounds good too. Makes food less a pain in the ass. And speech. Polished wares, I think. Adept at the mystic arts. You buy and sell potions, herbs, recipes, and books, and alchemy related items at 10% better prices there. You can sell and buy weapons, armor, and clothing. Yes, let's do that. That's those skills, craftsmanship. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost 25% less. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armorer's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item's quality level drops. Repairs by craftsmen will be 20% cheaper. Your gear will be damaged 10% slower, so you don't have to... That's fucking a no-brainer. Houndmaster. You can command Mutt to hunt and send him after wild game. You'll find that he's a great help. Search. You can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or haunted game. Hunted game? Haunted. To do this, select free command. He'll alert you by barking if you find something. Thanks to your loyal companion, you won't miss a thing. That sounds good. Body heat. When sleeping in the wilderness, your dog keeps you warm. The bed quality will therefore increase by 20, but not exceeding 50% of the bed quality. When Mutt flees, the time it takes for him to come back is shorter. That's what we want. And I think maybe search. Good. Survival. Quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve 50%. Flower power. If you have more than 30 fresh or dried herbs not spoiled in your inventory, your charisma will count as 2 more. If you cook, dry or smoke an unspoiled ingredient or food after processing it, it'll have 100% condition. It does not apply to herbs, as they always have 100% condition after drying, regardless of the perk. They will always have 100% commission? If you cook, dry or smoke an unspoiled ingredient or food after processing it, it will have 100% condition. It does not apply to herbs. Or maybe if you cook bad eggs, they're bad. Maybe that's... Let's do that. Combat buffs. Steadfast. Blocks will cost 20% less stamina, and your shield weapon will wear down 20% slower. When fighting against superior numbers, you gain a +2 bonus on strength, agility, and warfare skills. That might be one to have. In combat, your stamina will regenerate 10% faster. That's good too. Whenever you make a dodge, a perfect dodge, or a sprint during combat, you will gain 3+ bonus warfare skill, and your stamina replenishes 15. Yeah, rock solid. In combat, you can maintain a steady stance and use it to your advantage. When you don't sprint or dodge for 10 seconds in battle, you'll gain +20 to your armor. Sprinting or dodging will cancel this buff. I haven't been doing much sprinting or dodging. I think I probably want... Yeah, I assume fighting against superior numbers means 2 or more people. That's good, and we'll do the blocks. Swords. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them. Precise strike. With a fully charged sword attack, your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher. After performing a sword combo or master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina and can attack again. That's a good one. If you fight with only one-handed sword weapon and keep the other hand free except for a torch, you will gain a +5 bonus on your sword fighting skill. Swordmaker's Wisdom. Your craftsmanship level will count as 3 levels higher during blacksmithing, and all sword-like weapons will get a 25% less damaged in combat. Clever. Or is that cleaver? You know how to make a good use of this and deal 15% more crushing damage with hunting swords. Cutting edge. If you cause bleeding with a saber attack, the target will bleed a quarter faster, making them easier to deal with. And whirlwind. If you fight with a short sword, not a hunting sword or saber, its defense will be 30% higher and your attacks and blocks will cost... Okay, I think after performing a combo or master strike, that's one I want. Okay. No perk points available. We're fully leveled up. Good. Good. I need to know how the fuck I wash clothes. How to wash clothes. You have to do it at baths. How to wash clothes in rivers or ponds. Your other option, which is cheaper but more time consuming, is to wash your clothes at a body of water. At pretty much any body of water in the game, you'll see a spot where you can wash at. It'll be added to the map as a discovered spot, but you'll often notice them as an area with a few planks of wood. Walk up to the spot, look at the water, and then you'll notice two options appear in the bottom right of the screen. You can either wash yourself. See, that didn't come up. Maybe I have to actually go to the baths first before that unlocks. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Okay. All right. I think at this point I want to go see the old lady down here. So we'll fast travel here and we might actually use the baths.
Hail!
Bitch! Let's have a wash.
Princess, that's why Obram gives it wine and is so careful with it. He has guards watch over her all night.
Well, for a princess, it's got quite a big, you know.
That's what the curse is about.
Just cook some dog meat.
The spell can only be broken by a knight who has a bigger one.
What difference does it make? It doesn't say like cooked meat. Wolf meat, smoked meat. Cooking it doesn't do jack shit. In fact, it's... Can't eat the smoked mutton either. That can fuck off. My nourishment's too high anyway.
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. What you doing? You bath wench. Maybe we come back later. What is my debuff now? Is it because I'm fat? Nourishment's over? Yeah, overeating. Brilliant. This game needs an option to take a dump.
Take that!
How can I help you today?
I need a wash. I stink like shit.
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
I need a hot bath and my clothes washed. I'd like a full service and some pleasant company.
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Great.
Right.
But
How
it'll
much?
cost you.
Yeah. $47 for a shit shower, shave, and let's haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly.
Because that always
No
goes
problem.
down well at bathhouses, right? I ain't paying $47. I'll give you $45.
You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Fucking hell. Okay. I didn't know that was in the game. Quick, while she's getting something to eat, should I pick the lock and steal? How do I look now? Look at me. Does it do all your outfits? I don't have much blood on my blacksmithing outfit, do I? think that's flashing because it's showing. Okay. All right. I don't think I'll practice lockpicking here. Okay, let's go see Boshzena. Oh, where's my buffs? Time well spent. You had some sweet moments which no one can take away from you. You feel refreshed and invigorated. Your strength and agility and vitality are temporarily increased by 1. Get laid, feel good. That's where we want to go. I did swap to the big sword. Yeah, I've got the broadsword. How is Mutt looking? His obedience is down? How do I get his obedience up? Dog's obedience level affects his behavior. Dog with low obedience may not respond to all commands and may run off. On the other hand, a high obedience level means your dog is stronger and more likely. Okay.
Here, Mutt.
Cooked chicken bones. You shouldn't be giving cooked chicken bones to a dog, right?
Mutt, come here. Come here, boy.
Okay, that jacks it up a bit. How much can I do that? I can't praise him. Oh yeah, I can.
Come here, boy. Mutt!
Too right. Like that time when we held up. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Can I have a word?
Yeah, you can have a word.
Greetings.
Same to you. Come and have a chat.
I will fuck you two up if you try and jump me.
Now listen to me. Turn over those garments you're wearing this instant. Just the pricey stuff, though. You can keep the cheap rags.
Is that right?
Or you'll feel my blade.
I got a better idea.
I'm not giving you a thing.
Then you die.
I'll kill you. I'm all yours.
yourself! Do it!
Oh, man. Attack me, bitch. Oh, fuck, that sucks.
We're going to gut you, horse son.
Christ, it's fucking butchery.
What do you got that's any good? Take your bow. Don't care about any of this. Take your cheese. Take your money. It's a lesson in that, kids. Talk shit, get hit. I'll have your schnapps and your money as well. Okay. My health's down a little bit now. Let's sell that bow. Alright. Is there no way? Oh my gosh, I'm going the wrong fucking way. How do I unequip the torch? I thought it was R. It is. Where exactly did I take my wrong turn? Now I'm covered in fucking blood again.
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do. I know her quite well, in fact. But what do you want from her?
She's lost, and I'm trying to find her.
Henry, I think you'd best leave her alone.
Why? If she's in danger, I can help her.
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohouche from Samin. Poor girl, she was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here, but nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohouche. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then they were gone.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia, but I've never been there myself.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bohouche up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direction where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there.
Well, that's all I know about her, lad.
All right. Thanks for your help.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Get a bit of health back. Have I got any? Oh yeah, fuck that. All right. So where is all the way over there? I want to go to Truskowitz because I was looking for Pavlova. So I wanted to go there, so we'll track that as well. Can I not? What? Why can't I travel? Is it because I'm inside? Aren't you just in, you creepy lady? Or can I not? Yeah, I do.
Netter Wauwau, lieber Hund.
Let's see if we can find Pavlova.
My God, lad. Why are you all covered in blood?
Oh, I wasn't 5 minutes ago, and then I found these two twats who tried to rob me. I'm just going to have to resign the fact that I'm going to be covered in blood this entire game.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
I don't know, no
Pavlova.
Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon. Farewell.
That sucks.
Where have you
Can I
been?
help you?
I don't want to lock
What's
pick.
that? And I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush me.
Careful.
Good.
Chill,
silly
bro.
doggy. What do you want, you vagabond?
I want you to stop being a dick.
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlena. Pavlena. I might have heard the name. I don't know. I never met her. Try asking somewhere else. Take care and have a pleasant evening.
Just doing the frame drop thing. Save and quit. Or just load back up. Hmm.
Good day. What would you like?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Young girls don't stop for a chat with me. And why should they? I'm an old crone all alone in the world. Farewell. And maybe wash up a bit, so you don't scare people.
I heard about this fella.
What happened? Why are you all covered in blood?
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I'm usually asleep during the day, so I don't see many girls selling things.
Good to see you, my friend.
That's fucking useless. What's the time? It's nearly 9 p.m. Why is it so dark at 9 p.m? So bright. 9 p.m. Oh, I wonder if the tavern are still being dicks to me.
Here it is. Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for Pavlova.
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the help, and I ain't seen any Pavlena.
Where is she? Where's the innkeeper?
What's going on? You're all covered in blood, lad.
Oh, everyone.
I'm looking for a young girl who's gone missing. Her name is Pavlena, and she sells
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl, kind. I think I saw her here on my last patrol. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure? Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl. I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers. Take care.
Alrighty. That's getting us somewhere.
Just a moment.
I'm sorry.
If you've got time to worry about everything that could go wrong, you're bored. And that's that. And if you're out of loose ends,
Greetings to you.
What are you yelling for? What's going on?
I'm looking for my friend Roman. He works with us in the woods, and we need him now. But I can't find him. Have you seen him?
I haven't
Is
met any Roman.
Pavlova's
He's off
boyfriend?
again with that basket girl from Zhelyov.
There we go. What girl?
Pavlena, her name is. Roman goes with her to court in the shade of the pines, if you catch my drift.
My, that's a coincidence. I'm looking for Pavlena. Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible.
What did he tell you
Christ's
last
sake,
time?
He's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't think either that Pavlena would just run off and leave her mother alone.
You never know with women. And what's more... No, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Best to go and look in Roman's house.
Just like
He wouldn't
a
just
woman.
leave empty-handed, right?
What the fuck is going on? Okay.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on. You said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something for insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles, so I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Okay. Search Roman's house. Let's search Roman's house. Was I literally standing at his house? I'll just go up the fucking ladder. No. Oh my god, I'm in. That was hard.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
Greetings.
What the fuck did you say to me?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Aye, she's been hanging out with Roman from next door. Maybe they went off somewhere together? Dushko, my husband, was looking for Roman. Better ask him. Take care now, and go and wash up. You look like you use it.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the 2 big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Take care and have a pleasant evening.
God be with you.
Greetings to you.
Mutt, come here.
Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Take it.
Why are none of them covered in blood? Oh, okay.
Come here.
You gonna catch him doing the deed? What is the time? Nearly 10 p.m.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe.
They like blood patches? Oh dear. What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus. Who's this? Someone must have killed him and buried him here by the woods. And then the pigs dug him up. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something. You silly mutt.
What's the pig herder about the corpse? You herd pigs? What? Is that a thing? I thought you put pigs in a pen. What's wrong with your legs? Mate. Are you alright?
Those pigs that are foraging by the woods. Are you in charge of them?
I am. What's it to you?
Oh, looks like your pigs dug up a corpse there.
God have mercy. Jesus! Whose corpse?
I don't know. Never saw him before. Probably someone from the village. A young fella. Ginger hair.
Christ above. That must be
Roman.
Roman.
Oh no.
There ain't no other young redhead in the village. I saw him going through the glade with his girl. Oh, Christ.
Things aren't
I
looking
think
good
I'm
for
gonna
Pavlova.
go up.
How are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Maybe Pavlova killed him.
Suspicious?
Roman
Like
was
how?
cheating.
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
Did you say Roman was with a girl?
Aye, with that young lass what sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlena?
Aye, that's her.
Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, give the murdering fucker what he deserves.
Okay. Knock, knock, motherfucker. Who's this prick?
What are you doing here at night?
Come to talk.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah. Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Confess, calm down, I don't want to hurt you. It's a bit late for regrets.
Take it easy. I don't want to do you any harm. I just wanted to know what really happened with Pavlena and Roman.
All right then. Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much, but when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bohemia, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
That's awful. But what's it got to do with anything?
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bohemia suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother, Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bohemia's daughter for Yakish's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakish that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand, unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar, and he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood.
That kind of pounding.
I didn't mean to kill him. I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zheleov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Let him go, take him to the bailiff. I'm not going to kill him.
Well, you did a terrible thing. Now, the most important thing is to rescue Pavlena. Now, go. You can deal with your own conscience.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
I hope you're not going to be wandering around there all night.
Don't talk shit. I just let you off the hook, mate. I could fuck you up. Oh man, I gotta go all the way down here. Okay. We're going south, I guess.
Can I help you with something?
No, I'm leaving, Dick Flop. Are you forgetting the entire conversation we just had? How am I off? Energy and nourishment are good. Let's go walk about. I don't need to get a horse. What's my horse's name? Pebbles or something? Saw something on YouTube about these things as well and how to use them. How to use the shrine. I think I might need a perk for it. Get up there somehow. If that wasn't Boshenda's dog. It had a name. Bristly the dog.
Stop there! Don't come any closer or I'll cut her throat! I swear to God! Don't move, you horse son! Who the fuck are you?
Easy. There's nothing to fear. I won't hurt you. Just look at me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. I just want to talk to you.
Oh yeah? What do you want to talk about, eh? You don't know shit! You've no idea what that girl and her witch of a mother did!
Calm down. We can sort it all out. I know Pavlena and her mother. They saved my life.
Ha! And you've come looking for her out of gratitude? Tell me who sent you.
Her mother sent me. She's worried about Pavlena.
Shit! I might have known that old witch would send someone. Kurva! I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
It's Yakesh's doing. Bozhena killed his son. He was always on about paying her back for it. And he's got a huge fucking farm and 2 daughters to marry off. He'd never give them to ordinary farmhands, unless he owed them a debt.
So you did it to get into his good books?
It was the only way. I don't want to spend my whole life shoveling shit.
I let Straw go. He told me everything, and I let him run for it.
You let him go?
I did.
Then maybe you have a chance of getting out of here alive.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Look, let Pavlena go, and I swear I'll let you walk away unharmed.
Well, you did let my brother go, if you're telling the truth.
I swear, I did.
But it's just not possible. She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked.
I'll convince her to be quiet. I'll put in a good word for you.
Look, if you let her go, you'll still have a chance to make a run for it. But if you hurt her, you'll wish you were swinging on the gallows before I'm done with you.
Shit. Fuck. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Let her go before I lose my temper.
It was bad enough before a madman like you got mixed up in it. All right. Calm down. I'll let her go.
Reputation lost.
All right. All right.
I'll try and impress this
Just
dude.
take it easy. I'm letting her go.
She's gonna kill him. Oh, Pavlova.
That's for
No.
bastard!
Well. What's he got on him then? Fucking. I'll have his sweet pancake and his door and chest keys and his corrosion. He can keep his bloody clothes. Well, that didn't go well.
You killed him? But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those 2 bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskovitz. We were... together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time, even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
They abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
Want me to sort Yakish
I
out
knew
for you?
it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
She wants me to sort Yakish out.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
Bożena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish.
And then I'll
but
kill
when you
Yakesh.
fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
It's nearly midnight. Let's get some sleep. How do you close that door?
Hey, what
What?
do you think you're doing here? Came to steal something, did you?
The fuck? What?
we can come to some agreement, can't we? It was just a joke. It's funny, right? Isn't it funny?
We'll see who has the last laugh when I call the guards.
Oh my
You're
god.
right. Here's compensation.
That's better. Now get lost. See? I knew we'd come to an understanding.
Thought I was allowed to sleep there whenever I want. Is she on crack? She just shook me down for $25.
Everything is in its place. Thank God.
Yeah, Jesus, fuck lady. You're like, oh, thanks for rescuing my daughter. Can you kill the fucking rando guy? Oh, by the way, get the fuck out of my bed and give me $25 for even trying to sleep. That's not how things are done. Okay. I need a quick break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, then I'll probably play for another hour or so. All right, back in a minute. All right. Where to? Look at the journal. I was reading about how to get a horse. I think I need to do this, the jaunt mission. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I don't care about finding Marika just yet. Oh, let's go finish. Let's go finish Bad Blood. There's an empty cart on the road with a dead carter, sort of way off, lying in a pool of blood. He's had his throat cut. Can't see or hear anyone else. Let's see what's going on.
Mutt!
King's longsword. Take his pretzel. Okay. Well, there ain't. There's nothing going on. Cool. Alright, let's go find Jerkoff. Where is he? Sorry. Getting the fuck out of here. Just passing through. Let's wake him up in the middle of the night. Scare the shit out of him.
You're...
Alright, what was that?
Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You know.
Straw told me what happened, but I let him go. The most important thing now is to find Pavlena.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bohemia.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
Who's Thrush?
Look, I know relations between you and Bohemia the herb woman aren't good, but it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bohemia would certainly have saved him if she could, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bohemia came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bohemia on account of it.
Should I threaten this fuckhead? Revenge never ends well. Indirect guilt is still guilt.
So it's quite simple. You're gonna make amends. Because you don't have the courage for proper revenge. But I do. And so does Bohemia. If you knew why she really sent me to you, you'd sing a different tune. So fucking think carefully what you say to me. Because otherwise, you might not wake up tomorrow morning.
What?
You bitch.
No, no. Wait, we can come to an agreement, all right?
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bohemia. God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bohemia will understand that. Come on now. You've no business here. Out!
I'm getting out. I did have business here, bitch. It literally says I have a bed there. I've got so much food.
That's it. Go now.
Greetings. Good doggy. Good boy.
Come here!
Who's this fuckhead? this my bed?
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord, and he's sorry about it, mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes.
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
Thank you.
Thanks, good wife.
We thank you, Henry. God be with you, and wash
How much
up
did
a
they
bit.
get?
You look awful.
$50. Wash up.
Good day to you.
God be with you.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, I guess we're heading south.
Come here. You silly mutts. Search.
I'm sorry.
At some point I've got to go this way. Let's see what's doing over here.
What do you want here?
Come for a chat, mate.
Why don't you clear off already?
Oh, fuck you. Just seeing what's happening.
Good day. Where are you heading, laddie?
I need to get to Semine. Why?
Then you're headed in the opposite direction of that cursed barn.
What barn?
There's an old abandoned barn not far from here. Some vagabond has camped there. On the booze from morning till night. Right nuisance he is. I tried to have a word, but the bastard came at me with an axe. That's why I warn passers-by, so they don't come to no harm. God only knows what that bloke might do.
Thanks. I'll keep it in mind.
What else you got to tell me? Is that it?
That's bloody deep.
I have a proper wash over here or what?
I can't swim.
You have a kind...
Hey, wayfarer! You have a long road ahead of you. Why don't you and I roll some dice?
Why don't we not roll dice? That sounds like a better idea.
Good to see you.
I'm looking for the Takoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding, and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while till the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things. I'm sorry.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey!
Right there, laddie. Oh, you should have seen him. He went as late as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Semine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
You're all going to get fucked up if you keep talking
The old
shit.
man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Oh, dude, you're going to get smacked.
Now you're gonna die. be it. Come on. Oh, you wee blasted!
In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
This guy's talking shit.
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that way?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so...
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly.
Yeah, gnarly.
Anyway, I need the
Captain
load
Radical.
from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well,
That should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Seming? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Seming's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my Nardi club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
No.
This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Seming's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Burgov will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all?
Well...
Son, I don't know if you're... Anyways, stick with him.
We should probably get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Now I've got to talk to the horse seller.
I'm sorry.
You silly donkey.
It happens. Just watch where you go.
Hey, young
next
fella.
time.
Are you gonna...
Can I ask you something, Captain?
Sure. Ask away, son.
How about von Burgov? What's he like?
Well, actually, I don't know that much about Sir Otto. He spends a lot of time in Prague and traveling all over the kingdom. He ain't in Trotsky that often. Once a year, before Christmas, he invites his yeomen there, including Lord Seming. That's decent.
That's all you know?
That's it.
What about Lord Seming? What's he like?
What are you asking me, son? We don't know each other well enough for me to criticize my master.
Oh, I'm not asking you to criticize him.
And would you believe me if I told you he's kind and just? That he knows how to make some coin, but he ain't no miser. He knows how to give orders, but he'll listen to advice too.
Sounds almost too good to be true.
See? You wouldn't believe me.
I'll get going then.
Can I get this horse before? Now talk to the horse seller in the stables of the keep.
Get moving, son. We have to get going.
The fuck is he? Is he upstairs? Negative.
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Hey, fuckhead.
How can I help you today, friend?
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then.
Free horse.
If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her. May she serve you well.
Mutt! Come here.
Where are you, you sack of fleas?
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
Yeah? Explain. Am I going to stop? Are we fist fighting or are we sword fighting?
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
I believe the quill is mightier than the sword.
Is that so? Well, that's nice, son. Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can write a sonnet about it. Or maybe you try and tickle him to death.
But what I meant was... Well,
What do I care? Just save the wise arsery for someone with the stomach for it. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Fuck that. I'm going to keep his club. And I'm going to kick this old cunt's ass.
So, young'un, are you ready?
Actually, no, maybe we should...
Fuck that!
Get out of here, you bitch.
Sucker. I need a bandage, quick. There. That's better.
Come here, son.
What?
Henry, come here. I want to tell you something. What do you say, son?
Whew. You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
Going?
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping a dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Fuck.
My God. Oh well.
What are we even doing here? We're looking for the cart. Is that what we're doing?
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
fuck is he?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why is that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the Grooms family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course. It just makes me mad, though.
I understand. That'll be all. Thanks.
Where are we at? Alright, sees the game just saved there. Not gonna get off anyway. Alright, finish up stream here. We'll continue on with this mission next stream, which may be tomorrow night. If not, it'll be Tuesday night. So, alright. Making decent progress. I got 2 perk points. What do we got? Yarn Master and Survival. We'll allocate those later as well. Alright, I'm going to end there. We'll pick it up again next stream. Possibly tomorrow night. Possibly Tuesday. Might actually be Tuesday. Alright, very good. Alright. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Chapter 1. I walked to school 18 miles each morning, milked the goats, plucked the chickens, played hooky, caught fireflies, went skinny dipping in the watering hole, said my prayers every night, and got whipped with a maple switch twice a week. That was life. Chapter 2. My father went off to fight in the war to end all wars. It didn't, and what was left of him came back in a pine box with a flag on top. End of Chapter 2. Next, I went to officer school, and 20 years passed at the speed of a dream. A wife, a son, a daughter, a poodle. Chapter 3, another war. Arms and legs blown off like popcorn. Eyeballs gouged out figuratively and literally. The men put on shows under the palm fronds, dressed as women in hula skirts. That was life. In the meantime, somebody else's story. A man thinks up a number, divides it by 1 trillion, plugs it into the square root of the circumference of the Earth, multiplied by the speed of a splitting atom, and voila, progress. I'm not a scientist. You are. End of Chapter 3. Junior stargazers and space cadets. We watch transfixed as you enter into uncharted territories of the brains and spirit. If you wanted to live a nice, quiet, peaceful life, You picked the wrong time to get born. That's my speech.